What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team News. I recorded these videos when everything happened, but I never got around to posting it. You know, we've been in these Kenya Moore streets, supporting her and reminding everybody about Dancing with the Stars and all of that. Most of you are aware that I do a segment on here called Lost Files Fridays. So since it's Friday, I figured why not bring that segment back and post the older content that I meant to post a few weeks ago. Most of you are aware that I do not throw away my work. If I took my time and recorded and did the editing, I will eventually post it. So just understand that's what a segment is about. Those older content that I didn't get to post. So the whole, this is old news. Yeah, sure. There are some people who probably didn't even know this was going on or saw the video. So let's get into it. Most of you are aware that, the last season that Nene was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with her husband, Gregg, they were going to explore the storyline of them having an open marriage, okay? Ahead of that season, Nene went on different podcasts, one in particular where she talked about the possibility of an open marriage. She also talked about how Gregg had an affair, allegedly, with someone that worked for her at the boutique in the casino, okay? She was very open about that. It was all over the blogs, and may Gregg so rest in peace. So this is not no disrespect to Gregg, but let's talk about it, right? And then she also said that, hey, now, just because Gregg is doing his thing, and we're choosing to stay married, don't get it twisted now, because I'm doing my thing too, right? And then allegedly there was this rumor going around that she was seen around town with this guy. I did a video on it. I included images and all of that. For some odd reason, I guess, they decided, look, our marriage is not perfect, right? We've gone through a divorce and we're back together. But when it comes to my husband, we've established and he's established this reputation that we're not trying to ruin, okay? When Gregg passed away, I probably read one or two negative comments. It was nothing but love. He was the best husband, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't believe that, Nene, who's just be out here attempting to spit on people, doing A, B, and C, was blessed with a husband like that. It was nothing but positivity, regardless of Nene and Gregg both having their moments and her accusing Gregg of, having affairs on her and things like that. Allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, even though Nene herself said these things, people still basically, those things didn't matter, okay? The good of Gregg leaks outweigh the bad, all right? So it looks like they were like, okay, we're not about to do this to our marriage for money. We are completely going to squash the entire possibility of an open marriage, and even bringing other people on the show for a check. We're not doing it, okay? Because we went from seeing clips of Gregg and Nene having that conversation to things just switching around, and because of that, her storyline and what she had planned with Bravo fell through, and that's the reason why next thing you know, she randomly starts picking on Kenya Moore. I mean, that's been since Kenya Moore been on the show, but her last season was the worst. I have never ever seen someone so obsessed with someone bowing down to them and accepting their apology and being their friend. I've never seen that before, to the point where she attempted to spit on Kenya Moore. It was one of, if not her worst season, right? Okay. And then not only the spitting, the almost fighting, all that extra stuff, right? So this whole thing about Nene moving on and, the possibility of a different man and all of that, this is not new. It's been going on and been in the blogs for a long time. So for Nene to then come on social media, after Gregg, passed away, to now be saying things like, oh, men are in her DMs.
Oh, and thank you to everybody and all the gentlemen that have been in my DMs. Thank y'all too. Hey.
The reality star does go on to clarify her priorities at the present moment.
I'm just over here just doing me right now, But anyway, hey, I love reading the messages. They are inspiring, to say the least. Thank you.
People are like, oh my goodness, and reacting. This is Nene been doing her. But she and Greg said on Instagram Live, look, he can go do his thing and I can go do my thing. This house is big enough for us to live on the opposite side, but divorce is not an option at this point. And then she even joked and said something about their amazing insurance benefits, and she's not divorcing him to lose that. It was all jokes or whatever, but this is nothing new. However, you already know social media doesn't play, with stuff like that. So Nene felt the need to publicly say, hey, people are in my DMs. Of course, social media was going to react. So let's get into what people on social media had to say. After the clip, this person wrote, this is weird. I mean, personally, it's too soon. That wouldn't even be on my mind. This person responded, same thing, I was thinking. Exactly. Nene responded, it's not on my mind. She meant mind, okay? It's on there. Well, see, the first time she wrote it, I said, okay, we all make mistakes, autocorrect, things happened. But then she wrote it again. So hopefully with the corrections in the comments, she knows the difference now. She wrote, it's not on my mind, she meant, it's on their mind. But I am single, so if you're out, you might see me out with someone. Grieving is unique to the person. Why are people still surprised? Nene announced Gregg was dying in the club, and I'm not going to keep replaying the clip. If you go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist, you can see it there. She announced in the club, in her lounge. That's how we found out. And then she was in the lounge all the way up to when he passed away. So, in as much as it's sad, and may Gregg's soul rest in peace, Nene been checked out, Nene been done, and Nene knew that regardless of what Gregg was doing, allegedly, the cheating and all of that, when you leave your husband in sickness, right, for the second time, according to the vows, in sickness and in health. So even if, like she said, she was being mistreated by Gregg and she was absolutely done with him. But when you leave your spouse in sickness, when they absolutely need you, you will never ever be looked at the same. When Gregg passed away, most of the comments, excluding the compliments that Gregg was getting, it was nothing but, you were an amazing wife. Yes, you and Gregg had your moments, but you stayed, you took care of him, and you held it down. Those were the comments that Nene was receiving, okay? So she wanted to get a divorce. She openly said it, that she wants to get a divorce from Gregg. She was done with him because he was mean to her, and he was mean to her before the cancer. Matter of fact, here's what Nene had to say about the reason why she didn't want to be with Gregg.
But how you stood beside him, and even when you were weak, because that's hard
It
as
was
a
hard.
caregiver.
It
Yeah.
was hard. Listen. That was hard. Let me see. I
Yeah.
think Greg was stage 3. I think 4 is 4 is the
Mm.
final stage, is it?
Yes.
I think he was 3. It was
Wow.
hard. People have no idea. Listen, but the American Cancer Society totally supported me. They totally understood. I had so many caretakers reaching out to me. When you're doing something like this on television, obviously people are judging. So it's okay. We know we're going to get judged, right? So
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
okay. Everybody has an opinion. That's okay. We get it. But
Yeah.
the people who were truly walking in those shoes, they understood how difficult it was to be a caretaker. They understood the mood swings that Gregg had because he was doing chemo, the different medications that he was having. They understood the things that I was going through because I did not have the husband that I was used to having. They understood
Mm.
all of it. So I wasn't the first person to ever go through that. Greg would be yelling at me, and I would be yelling at him. We were going through
Yeah.
all kinds of things. And then people didn't understand the place that I was in as a wife because we were going through marital problems before he was
Yeah.
diagnosed with cancer. So
Mhm.
there were people who they didn't know that, but
Yeah.
we talked about it on the show. So you have to also think, as a human, as a woman, I was taking care of somebody who I felt had wronged me, and I
Yeah.
was having a difficult time trying to figure out how to take care of a sick person who I felt had wronged me before he even
Come
knew he
on.
was sick. So I was like, how am I going to help this sick man who I felt had already wronged me? Now I got to take care of him, and I was often looking at him like, now why she ain't taking care of you?
Right. Come on. Come on. Come on, Nene. But that's what we love about you, that the realness. Because all of us would have been like, hold up.
Yeah.
Now you want to come on back on to me.
Yeah. Why are you over here for me to help you? That's
Right.
how I was always looking at him like
Right.
this.
Let's be
And he was
real.
looking back at me like I was crazy. And I was like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with it? Then he would always, Greg is really smart. So he would always throw stuff back on me later on and be like, it was the medication. And then I would be like, oh, it was the medication. So,
You be
we
like,
would go back
I
and
had
forth.
cancer.
Yeah,
I had
I
cancer.
had cancer. And you know what? And then I couldn't fight him on that because people would be looking at me crazy, like, he got cancer.
Right.
He got cancer. Now, how am I gonna fight cancer?
Right.
I couldn't fight the whole cancer
Right.
society.
Right. That cancer card is like a black card.
Oh baby, he would put a cancer card on me every 5 minutes. We could be anywhere, and Greg would pull a cancer card on me in a minute. I'd be like, Lord Jesus, I'm stuck.
Oh,
I
that is
couldn't fight
so
him on
funny.
that one, boy.
Because, wait a minute, where's the girlfriend that you were messing with? Why is she not here taking care of you? Exactly. So Nene been done. When Greg got cancer and everything was on her, this is what she said. Where's the side chick? Why is she not here taking care of you? So I'm not sure, but I get it. I completely understand. Not everybody watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not everyone followed Nene every move to watch her Instagram live and things like that. The clip I just played is probably some of you first time hearing Nene say something like that, even though I posted about it. But yeah, she's been done with Greg. Greg not even cold. It hadn't been 6 months. Jeez. Nene, that's very strange. It hasn't been 3 months or even 2, but I guess you're right. Some women grieve different. Oh, Nene, just keep it off social or you will be judged, sis. Girl, you've been doing you. We don't care. If you couldn't wait, just say that, Nene. Bleep. Too soon. I said what I said. She's loving the attention, lol. This is borderline pathetic. At least let Mr. Leaks, this person man, get cold in his grave before you try and convince us that your DMs are just blowing up. Please stop it. Just when I think you can't, you do something else. We already know you have a side piece. Mr. Leaks didn't just get cancer, so please stop it. If nothing else for our sake, give us a minute before you start parading somebody around. Gregg Leaks was and is a well-respected man, period. So like I said, even though allegedly Greg was doing his own thing, it wasn't plastered on a bigger platform like that, right? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, Nene accused him here and there of cheating, but it wasn't the focus of their storyline. Their last season, it was supposed to be the focus of their storyline, and then she realized, and Greg realized, we're not about to do that. Cringe. Her husband is not even rotten yet. Oh my gosh. Girl, no man in your DMs. If any man is in her DMs, they trying to get to that money. Itia is infamous for that. She's been doing her. Excuse me, don't make me cut you in the name of Greg. She loves the attention. Exactly. We really didn't need to know this. The disrespect. I know she grieving, but she's still lying. Why she lying? I believe she been dating. Greg was done years ago. Married, yes. Together, no. She been doing her. Exactly. So, a few people knew what was going on. They've been done. Quiet as it's kept, She already had a side dude before Greg passed. I would just wait until that ball drops. I have receipts. We all have receipts. And even been dead a few months. Peter, yeah, that rumor and confirmation been out there too, allegedly. Girl, you been doing you, we don't care. She's been waiting for this day. She couldn't wait to get in them streets. She just doesn't seem like a genuine person. I already read that. She's like, Greg who? Greg ain't cold yet, ma'am. I know Nene hate Greg died, but don't let Nene fool you. She's been so jealous of these other women with their young men that she can't wait to grab her one. Who wants Nene with her big... Oh my God, see, you just went too far. Yeah, I can read it. I'm not reading that. And the list goes on and on. So that's the little backlash. Now, y'all know that people really be going in. Like that last comment where that person just went too far. I do my best to bring you the reaction, but I keep most of the really just low down, below the belt comments out of my videos because sometimes people just be going too far. All right, the fun shade or expressing your opinion, we can all agree to disagree, but sometimes when people just cut that deep, I'm not going to read those comments. But yeah, that's the latest on Nene. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying after 20 plus years of being together, well, off and on, that Nene didn't love Greg, okay? And that, people are not allowed to change their mind. You can say, I'm done, you cheated, and vice versa, and still decide, you know what? We are going to make this work. We have too much history to not make it work. So, of course, she loved her husband. Of course, she stayed with him for the right reason. So, don't get me wrong. But we are not going to pretend like everything was okay and that she didn't say herself that she was done. That she didn't say herself that she wanted a divorce. And then he got sick. And she was like, where is the side chick? Why is she not here taking care of you? You heard those words leave her mouth herself. That was when Greg was still going through it and he was still here with us. But like I said, may his soul rest in peace. But I always bring you all social media reaction to certain things that the ladies from the Housewives have to say. And this video is no different. At the end of the day, I do wish Nene and her family absolutely nothing but the best. I wish all of you the best. And once again, may Greg's soul rest in peace and take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.